In this video, we'll be checking out our top 5 modded herbivores from Ark Survival Ascended. These shall all be custom and original modded creatures available on the CurseForge platform. And if you'd like to see more of these top 5 videos, don't forget to hit subscribe and follow the channel. Starting off at number 5, we have the Protoceratops from the Sunken World editions. The Protoceratops is an early game herbivore that can be found in any early game spawning location on any map, and they make for a fantastic companion for any starting survivor. They are a simple passive tame that can be obtained at any survivor level and only require berries or fruits to feed. Once tamed, the Protoceratops is an extremely speedy little creature, which makes travelling and carrying cargo in the early game far more convenient, alongside it having a small critter fear just like the Parasol's honk. It is a fantastic berry gatherer that can also gather thatch, and in addition to this, the Protoceratops sports the unique ability to harvest custom fruits from trees, and when your Protoceratops consumes its custom fruit, it will give it a sugar frenzy buff which will cause its movement speed to increase even more. In addition, these special fruits can be used for custom cooking meals from the Sunken World editions, and these special meals can provide perks such as an experience buff, cure diseases and grants immunity to further diseases, and can even improve your overall gameplay experience when swimming underwater. Altogether, for a little herbivore you can obtain in the early game, this does grant you a whole plethora of perks and will be sure to give you a good start in your early game adventures. At number 4, we have the Sivatherium by WildWaghorn. The Sivatherium is another passive tame, though one that is quite a bit more risky and requires a higher level requirement from the survivor. However, once obtained, this graceful herbivore has fantastic mobility and movement speed, which will make traversing the arcs all the more comfortable. The Sivatherium is also one of the more tankier creatures in this list, since when kneeling down it sports a large damage reduction, in addition to its back kick attack, debuffing enemy creatures and applying a potent slow, which when combined with the great mobility allows the Sivatherium to escape any danger. Not to mention that its saddle sports a spyglass, which grants the survivor an alternative to the tech binoculars far earlier in their adventures. And as we all know by now, spyglasses are invaluable and a must-have in probably most playthroughs, which the Sivatherium provides in addition to detecting any nearby max-level creatures, and also sporting heat vision, which can assist in any search. Which altogether makes the Sivatherium a pretty handy mid-game creature with some fantastic lasting utility. At number 3 on this list, we have Barsboldia by WildWaghorn. While Barsboldia is probably one of the harder to obtain creatures within this list, this powerful herbivore makes up for it in the form of its great travelling mobility, its damage output, and its flexibility with buffs and scaling. By default, Barsboldia is a speedy juggernaut, since much like the woolly rhino, it gains momentum while sprinting and breaks down any obstacles within its path, which can allow for very convenient travelling in addition to it being an overall pretty mobile creature, even during close quarter combat. Its base stats also allows it to be fairly tanky and durable, in addition to a large weight capacity which is always handy for any beast of burden. But the Barsboldia takes us to a much more interesting level, since when consuming berries, different types of berries will give the Barsboldia different benefits and buffs, such as additional armor, more movement speed, health regen, experience gains, and more. And one berry among these buffs actually makes it so that when the Barsboldia is carrying more cargo and is more encumbered, it actually scales its melee damage to deal more damage. And thus this beast of burden becomes really powerful the heavier it gets. Not only that, but its more advanced saddle has access to a portable cannon, and this can make taming concussive tames such as other Barsboldia, or even rock elementals and dinosaurs so much easier. And thus, this durable herbivore has quite a few tricks up its sleeve, which can make it an incredible, viable, general use mount. Charging up at number 2 in this list is Deinotherium by Garuga123. Among the other creatures in this list, the Deinotherium is by far the most aggressive, but also has the highest level requirement of any other modded herbivore. Deinotherium is a fantastic addition to any dino army for bosses, arenas, orbital supply drops, and any group-based gameplay. By default, the Deinotherium sports very high base stats, both in terms of its default damage capabilities, its baseline HP pool, its carry capacity, and its base movement speed. These guys are surprisingly speedy and very threatening while in a group. The ideal herd composition for a Deinotherium is to have 3 females and 1 male, and when obtaining said composition, will cause them to buff each other and all nearby allied dinos to deal extra damage and take reduced damage, which is a valuable asset to any boss army, not just for the extra support, but that they also deal large damage themselves. And as one might expect from any herbivore in this game, they can indeed gather berries and thatch, though they are rather poor wood gatherers, but they can harvest it should you need it in a pinch. But overall, the Deinotherium is by far the peak boss dino when it comes to modded herbivores. And thus at number 1 of this list, we have the Diamantinasaurus by Australian Nick. It truly is fitting that the top herbivore of this list would also be the largest, since this sauropod sports the greatest base health, damage, weight capacity, gathering capabilities, and even platform building among everything else within this list. Diamantinasaurus has all of it. Though this large herbivore does have a high taming requirement of level 85 for the survivor, but also the easiest, for all you must do is catch it while it's sleeping and feed it its favourite kibble. Once tamed, the Diamantinasaurus is the ultimate beast of burden, with it being a sauropod means it has a platform saddle which you can build on. But in addition to this, it has extra armor that you may equip to give it extra perks, that being the production of medical brews, which is a surprising but very welcome addition, along with greater and greater weight reduction to everything within the Diamantinasaurus inventory, and the inventories of any structures placed on its platform saddle, which means that even a freshly tamed Diamantinasaurus with fully equipped saddle and armor could carry probably more than any other creature in the game. Not only this, but it can harvest pretty much every resource as well. Diamantinasaurus's basic attacks will allow it to break and harvest both wood, stone, and metal, in addition to its heavy right-click stomp attack, breaking and harvesting everything nearby, along with dealing tremendous damage more than anything else on this list. And meanwhile, its directional light attack, when attacking from behind and whipping his tail, is amazing for gathering berries as well. Plus, as mentioned earlier, the Diamantinasaurus having a platform saddle means that you can just give it any other utility it may need, including smithies like RGs, mortar and pestles like the Equus, or even an entire cannon just like Barsboldia. And thus this really makes Diamantinasaurus the ultimate herbivore, because not only is it a tremendous beast of burden, but it's also one that can provide you with almost any resource required for building, in addition to actually defending itself when moving around as a mobile base, something that other platform saddle creatures in this game direly lack. Just a basic self-sufficiency to make the creature fun to use. And thus we have Diamantinasaurus as our number 1 herbivore. And that is our top 5 modded herbivores for Ark Survivor Descended. What do you think of this list? Is there anything you'd add to it? Or perhaps we've missed out on any mods available on the CurseForge platform? Please feel free to let us know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more of these, like and subscribe for more Ark Ascended mods videos, and keep an eye out for future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.